This is the Shawn Yankey Show.
And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Today, we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack.
This episode of the Shawn Yankey Show is being brought to you by the support of viewers like me. We realize the importance of independent media and truth in this time of mass deceit and propaganda. We have decided to fight for and support it to keep it alive. You can help us in this fight for truth. Contribute at patreon.com/Shawn Yankey. Thanks for coming to the show. It'll begin soon.
Hey, everybody, get in here. It is time once again for the Shawn Yankey Show. I am Shawn. This is the Shawn Yankey Show. You are right on time and in the right place. We are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We're going out to 3 places right now. So wherever you're at, please take part in the show and comment. This is a discussion-driven chat show. We have a conversation every night. I work off the comment section and we have a discussion. So please take part. All the comments will pull into the same place and I'll be able to see you. And I'd love to hear from you. Let me see who's here and say hello to everybody and get started. Lolly got first. Hey, Lolly. Ellen's here. Hey, Lee. GD. Samuel. Joan. Hey, Joan. Danon's here. Joanna. All right. Dale, good group. Hey, Heath, Jessica. All right, man. There's a lot of people here already. Good to see. Please share this out. Get this out. Invite your friends. Get everybody in here. This is my favorite night. We do a different theme every night of the week on the Shawn Yankey Show. Monday night, we do news. Tuesday night's motivational. Today is conspiracy theories and chill. We're going to talk about conspiracy theories. That's what we do on Wednesday nights. Then Thursday nights, we do rants. Come back tomorrow for that. And Friday night, we have a guest. This Friday is Nick Reeder. So this is a big week. We got a lot going on. And I have a surprise for you. I made you something. So we're going to check that out in just a little bit when we get started. But thank you for commenting on Twitch, Lee. Lee's over on Twitch. And it's not bad. I've watched videos over there, and it's not bad. I actually like it over there. It's a little better than YouTube. Facebook still holds the market on the most fun place to watch the video. It just is. I wish it wasn't, but it is because it's very suppressed and censored. They do make it very fun, you know. But Zuckerbuck knows what he's doing. Hey, Lisa. All right. We're going to get started in just a little bit. Like I said, I made a surprise for you. Some of you who have been with me since the very beginning, like Helen and let's see, is Paul here? Danon, is Paul with you or is he at work? Because I want some people to see this that are going to appreciate the history of it. When we first started doing conspiracy theories and chill, we would use Mr. Crowley by Ozzy Osbourne as the intro music. And a long time ago, way back, this was years ago. But we would get hit every time and taken down because the music I was using licensed music, and I had to stop using Mr. Crowley. So then I started making music. I started making the soundtracks and all the different things and all the different music that we use. But I think I found a way to bring it back. So I'm going to test it. This is me testing the waters to see if this will work. But I made a sweet little bumper for Conspiracy Theories and Chill to get us started, to set the mood. So in just a second, I'm going to play that for you, and we're going to run an experiment at the same time and see if I can get away with playing Mr. Crowley if it's a cover version. I've been paying attention to my buddy Robert on The Right to Reason. He plays a lot of music, but it's cover versions. I think it just clicked in my head, so we're going to find out. Joanna said the last time she made a surprise, she was 2 years old. I made you one. I'm a giver. What? Apple's going after Zuck now? Suck a buck. Why? Because he admitted that he manipulated the election? Is that why? All right. I can't wait. I'm ready to rip this present open. So if you guys are ready, I want to set the mood and get us ready for tonight and to talk about conspiracies. So everybody get your tinfoil hats on, get your favorite conspiracy theories out, and get ready for Conspiracy Theories and Chill. All right. Isn't that cool? That is amazing. I love that. That's my favorite. I couldn't wait to play that. I was so excited. I just spent like the last hour and a half making that. I thought that was neat. And I hope it works. We're going to find out. Now we're going to see if I get a copyright strike on any platform. And if we don't, then I know that I can make little bumpers now. I can make little bumpers for our different themes. And Paul's got a great idea for Motivation Night theme, but I've got some ideas in mind too. I've got one in particular in mind for Rant Night. But yeah, I want to make cool little intros to the themes. So that'd be neat. But yes, it is Conspiracy Theories and Chill Night. We're going to talk about conspiracy theories. I do have a video in my back pocket to play for you, but I don't want to rush into it yet. I want to get a conversation going about conspiracy theories. I thought that would be fun. Beings that we're living one and everything is coming to be right before our very eyes, I just want to focus on some fun topics. As you know, we're researching right now. And I always talk like I have a mouse in my pocket, but I'm researching for the World's Fair. But I keep finding more and more stuff. So I don't want to half-ass the video. I really want to get a good version for you. And I'm still shooting for next week, though, to have an original World's Fair video for you. And we'll be watching that hopefully next week. I don't want to promise, but I'm shooting for that. I think I finally understand where I'm aiming now. At first, I didn't even know because it won the poll. We always pick our topic for Conspiracy Theories and Chill videos, the original videos that I make. We always pick them with a poll on Yankey Peeps on Facebook. I'll make a poll and we vote on them. And I always leave it open so that you can add to it. And World's Fair was added and it won. I didn't even know what we were supposed to cover at first, but I think I got it now. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Has anybody brought up anything yet that you want to talk about? Any fun conspiracy? Anything at all? Like the video that I picked out is a fun one too. And we'll watch that in just a little bit because I like to peep out with you for a minute and reboot. Thank you. You like this? I love these kind of shirts. I like subtle movie shirts that don't give away the movie they're from. And, you know, I just don't really like having like the big title of the movie on my shirt. But I like movie references. So Lisa says Q. We've covered Q before, and we can talk about it again. It kind of ties into what GD wanted to talk about with JFK Jr. being alive. I don't think so. Now, that's just my opinion. But there is a theory that JFK Jr. faked his death. And, you know, there's some substance to it. It makes sense. I think where he ended up was a Clinton body bag. I think he was a threat to a Clinton, which is a very dangerous thing to be. But he may have realized that himself, took it upon himself to protect himself the only way he really could, which would be by faking his death. A lot of people believe that he is at the very tippity top of the Q theory. And like Paul was saying, that Trump is going to fly in on a flock of bald eagles on March 4th, transform into JFK Jr., put on his magic Q glasses and shoot lasers out of his eyes. I don't think so, man. I think he was a problem and for the establishment. You know, Kennedy tricked them. This is why they assassinated him in the end. He manipulated them when he was running for office. He convinced them that he was going to be their guy and then turned on them once he was in office. Started doing him and his brother's agenda that they had planned all along. He was just telling people what they wanted to hear. And I think they learned their lesson with that. And JFK Jr. was poised to rise. He was going to win that Senate seat. Hillary Clinton would not have won that Senate seat. And I think he would have been president. And they knew that. So he was a threat to much more than just Hillary. No, I know. And that's what we're doing. We're just talking about different theories. That's just my opinion on it. That doesn't mean I'm right. I get that it makes sense. And then as far as QAnon goes, like Lisa wanted to talk about Q, I'll give you my opinion on that too. I think what it was is a quantum computer that was being manipulated by the alphabet agencies. I think it did have to do with the alphabet agencies and military intelligence. But I think what they were doing was manipulating the population. It was a psyop. But what it was, the QAnon itself, were these drops that did have truth sprinkled in them and real information. And really, when you factor in the quantum computer theory, it makes a whole lot of sense because these things read like a horoscope. You could really interpret them how you wanted to. And a lot of people did. And I think that's how it got out of hand. But it also had a lot of good in it. It pulled in a lot of people to researching, which is great. Because like I said, there was truth in it. And then Linwood is great. I love Linwood. I follow him on Twitter. Aliens and governments. Hey, they're rapidly approaching disclosure. You know, they already released all UFO documents. Well, the CIA, you know, of course they did. All of them, sure. But they have 180 days in that last relief package, that one that was 3.5 feet tall. They have 180 days to disclose everything to the public about aliens and UFOs. And yeah, they released all UFO files. If you want to look through them, I have a link to them on the website, on the ShawnYankeyShow.com. And you can go over and it take you right to it, and you can look through all of them. They're redacted to shit, of course. But what they're going to show you, though, in my opinion, when they release alien information or show you an alien, will be demons and interdimensional beings. I don't believe that they're going to reveal to you alien life from other planets. But that's what they'll call it. And I think so too, Ginger. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Sharon. Welcome back, y'all. I'm going to show you something later because there's more people here. Did you guys get to see the little intro for Conspiracy Theories and Chill? I love that. I'm so proud of it. So I'll definitely play it again. But if you missed it, but I made a little intro for this segment. Are you guys talking about the ant people? The Hopi ant people. I was trying to cover that. Paul wanted me to cover that. Top fan. He even put it on the poll, and I think it won. But man, that was a tongue twister. A lot of the words and different parts of the mythology and all that, it's very hard to say. I need to get back to it, though, because it did win. And I kind of cheated and didn't do it. So we did talk about it, though. We did spend a whole night talking about ant people. Lolly, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Nothing would at this point, but I really don't think anything amazing is going to happen anymore. I just think it's such a clusterfuck because they've lost control of everything. They're hold of the narrative, and they're trying to reel it all back in. And now they're resorting to massive amounts of censorship to do so. Yeah, Lisa, the Hopi ant people. I'll attempt it. It's very hard. But these people, the ant people, the Hopi Indians, Native Americans, tribe in, where's that at? Ute, Arizona. Is that right, Lee? Correct me if I'm wrong. They credit these beings that they say came from inner earth, the Hopi ant people. They came and they led them through all of the major apocalyptic events that have happened throughout time, told them where to live, told them how to farm, taught them everything. They credit the ant people from inner earth with all of this. So we covered it on a Conspiracy Theories and Chill, or I tried to. We talked about it. I read the myth and everything. But most civilizations have like some kind of a story of beings coming and helping them and teaching them and instructing them. The Hopis just happen to be from the inner earth. So it's interesting. The Hopi ant people, if you want to check it out. Ginger says Facebook is banning all anti-vax information and vaccine misinformation. I did see that. And they're shutting down all political speech on Facebook as well. And it's getting frightening. Joanna's talking about the secret space program. What I think that has to do with, and let me know if you agree with me, there is a secret space program. But I think it has to do with interdimensional travel and time travel, things like this. I don't think it has to actually do with traversing through outer space. You know, but let me let you know how crazy I am. I don't think we go to outer space. I don't think that's something we can do. I don't think we've ever been to the moon. I don't think we fly around out in space. But a lot of people think I'm wrong about that. Matter of fact, I've had people that have been violently angry with me about that opinion. I don't think we can leave low Earth orbit. And NASA's pretty open about that. They talk about it all the time, that the farthest they can go is low Earth orbit. But what the secret space program, I think, would be is stuff like that. Tesla type research and manipulation of the fabric of time, the kind of shit they're doing at CERN, different things like that would be what the secret space program would be, in my opinion. Like, this is tough on the fly. I never realized that until I've really tried to focus on you guys' comments, because I always have to say my opinion because I didn't look into it. I don't want to say that I'm right. But that's what I think. That's what I've always thought about the secret space program, which has been around longer than NASA, actually. You know, and Hitler even was into a lot of this research. That's why we brought a lot of those scientists over and started NASA with them. And I'm sure we used even more of them in underground secret operations that we never heard about. Oh, man. Well, we still could watch it. I almost picked Mandela to watch tonight. And you're right. CERN is the portal that changed our reality. They are messing with the fabric of our reality. They admit to it. You know, Stephen Hawking used to speak out all the time about what they're doing at CERN, and he's not alone. There's a lot of people that say that they shouldn't be messing with what they're messing with there. Jesse agrees with me. I ruined Joan's childhood with that one, but you know, there's so much evidence. There's so much evidence, and then you want to believe them that they did it, but they can't do it again, and that's crazy. That goes without saying, though, doesn't it, Lisa? I mean, everybody knows that. I'm just saying it goes back that far. And Joan says, unless you're a zombie, you no longer have a place anywhere and you are a danger to society. She's not lying. I wish she was, but she's not. No, Samuel, I agree with you. I experienced the Mandelas. You know what's weird about them, though? My Babels doesn't at all. Not one. Not a single one. I've never got her with a Mandela effect. Yeah, Buzz outright admitted he didn't go. Hold on, I missed it. Buzz admitted he didn't go. And there was a guy, and he went around to all the astronauts and interviewed them. And not a single one would swear on a Bible that they had been to the moon. Not a single one. You're that proud of something. You accomplished. You stepped on the moon, man. You can't lay your hand on a Bible and say, I went to the moon. It's weird. It's weird. You know, he even got punched in the face by one of them. Neil Armstrong, I think. Or was it Buzz? Might have been Buzz. I think it was Buzz Aldrin. Tony, I wanted to ask y'all about that. Real quick, let's just break character and ask you. What'd you think of that? The Truth Church segment. I know some people were turned off by it. I thought it was great too. I had a great time. And I want it to be a recurring thing. Not a single one, Lolly. She doesn't get any Mandelas. Thinks I'm crazy. Thinks we're making it up. I'm like, this is a phenomenon. There's millions of people remembering it these ways. And she's like, no, you guys are all crazy. Exactly, Jesse. And they say this. There is a clip that I have in my We Never Went to the Moon video where NASA is expressively saying that they need to figure out how to get equipment even through the Van Allen belts so that they can open up their exploration into Mars and this particular vessel they want to send out. But they can't even send equipment through the Van Allen belts. That's interesting. Okay, it looked like everybody loved it. Well, I know not everybody did, but a lot of people did. I loved it. I really did. And you know what? I absorbed it. I learned it. And, you know, I saw that some things may not have been 100% correct in different people's opinions, but I think the message was what was important. And, you know, I don't know. I had a great time, but there were people I got messaged about it, different people talking to me, whether it be about language or different interpretations of certain things. It is his lesson, and I want him to be able to express himself in his way and learn from him in that way. That's what I envisioned. That's what happened, and I thought it was great. I agree. I thought it was great. Lee's out. Lee don't. Well, see, look. Damn it, I didn't want to get sidetracked. Bring me back to conspiracies. Someone give me a reason to play that intro again. This is why I don't have a problem with it. And I'm coming from a place of ignorance. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think cussing is a sin. I just don't know that God would worry about such petty things. To me, that seems like something that wouldn't bother even Jesus, the Jesus that I've learned about, which again is very little knowledge. But, you know, I don't think he'd let something like someone's language deter from the fact that he's preaching the word with passion. I feel like the authenticness of it, and it's not a word, I know I just made that word up, is what made it so special, what makes it special. I know that the words are hard, but like, here's what else I like about it. It jars you a little bit. Now, that's what's effective with truth comedy. The laughing, it drops your guard. Like, if he's distracting you with this and you're focused on his language, then maybe you're not being as defensive enough about what's coming in the other side. I don't know. I got different levels to it, I think. I thought it was great. And the language does not bother me. But I know it does some people. And I will check back through the comments to see. Lee says Jesus did not curse. Authenticity. Thank you, Yuli. Thank you. All right. Look, here's what I'm going to do to get us back on track. I am going to play that sweet ass intro again because I see that there's a lot more people here now. Do you guys want to see it? I made an intro for Conspiracy Theories and Chill, and I want to play it, and then I'm going to play the video that I picked out and get us back on track for our conversation to talk about conspiracies. But this is it. This is the intro that I made for Conspiracy Theories and Chill Night. I'm so fucking proud of that. I'm sorry. I know that's the second time I played it, but that thing is so cool. I love it. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to play a video for you. It's on the Denver International Airport. Now, there are a couple locations that are on the table for a field trip that, and at least a bucket list for places I want to go. Skinwalker Ranch is one of them. Denver International Airport is another. I've actually been to Denver and didn't go to the damn airport. I'm so mad at myself that I was there. I could have went and I didn't go. But I want to watch this quick video with you guys about the Denver International Airport, and then we're going to get back to conspiracy theories and chill. But this is the Shawn Yankey Show. We're going to check this out, and I'll see you in just a second. Demonic blue horses, a swastika-shaped runway, apocalyptic murals, New World Order Illuminati imagery, and a rumored underground city and tunnel system. Now, just what in the hell is going on at the Denver International Airport? On this episode of Conspiracy Theories and Chill, we are going to take a look into what many consider to be the Illuminati's airport. The Denver International Airport has been a subject of conspiracy theory since its inception. For starters, it was unnecessary and incredibly expensive. There was already a fully functioning modern airport in existence, located closer to downtown. But despite that, this huge airport was planned, and the existing airport ordered closed down to avoid any competition. Now, how huge? Well, the Denver International Airport is twice the size of Manhattan, and by far the largest airport in North America, and the second largest airport in the world, coming in at 53 square miles. But despite its massive size, it would end up having less runways and gates than the existing airport that it would be replacing, raising even more questions as to why it was even being proposed. Now, its budget was enormous as well, at $1.7 billion, but the project ended up taking 16 months longer than planned to construct and came in at a whopping $4.8 billion, adding to the strangeness surrounding the Denver International Airport. Why all of the delays to construction? And where did all of that extra money go? $3.1 billion. Now, many people believe that all of that time and money went into what is hidden under the Denver International Airport. It is said that a massive underground bunker and tunnel system was constructed first underneath the Denver International Airport, and the airport was then built above it. There's a lot of compelling evidence for this as well, and many people believe that this is actually the true purpose of the Denver International Airport and why it had to be built, and built exactly where it is. And so far, this story is compelling for sure. $3 billion missing building an unnecessary, less functional airport when you already have a perfectly good one in a better location is very odd indeed. But it could be chalked up to extreme wastefulness and shady business tactics if that was all there was here. But that's just where the conspiracy theories begin with this strange airport. And they actually rub them directly in your face at the Denver International Airport. There is no subtlety to it. They embrace it fully. A dedication marker and plaques around the airport declare that the airport was commissioned by the New World Airport Commission, but no such commission exists. But it does heavily imply the New World Order. The Illuminati symbolism on these markers also includes Masonic symbols and the odd date listed as March 19, 1994. Now, the airport opened in February of 1995, so why do these markers all read the wrong date? Well, the Illuminati love numerology, as we all know, and 1 + 9 + 1 + 9 + 9 + 9 + 4 equals 33. The highest level of Freemasonry and a favorite number of the Illuminati cult. Now, these markers are very odd, and they are for sure odd on purpose, so why? Is it a marketing thing? Are we in on the joke or the butt of it? Because I think they are mocking us, and it doesn't stop there. Look at the runway layout of the Denver International Airport and go ahead and add this obvious swastika to the list of Illuminati New World Order imagery as well. Now, I'm sure that this is just the most efficient runway layout, right? There's 53 square miles to work with, and this is what they come up with? I know, another accident. But wait, there's more. In fact, weirdness is a theme at the Denver International Airport. Demon statues are displayed all over the airport, and there's a very weird apocalyptic mural that we have got to discuss. But first, I want to talk about Lucifer. This giant demonic blue horse with glowing red eyes that literally killed its own creator is the mascot of this strange airport. And that's right, Lucifer, this creepy as hell blue demon horse killed its creator when the head fell on him and crushed him dead. But they still put that horse's head up there and proudly display it to this day. Now, murderous demon horse statues and demons littered all around the airport are for who? Who feels safe in their travels or welcomed home by demons? What kind of theme is that for an airport? Which brings us to the featured art of the inside of the Denver International Airport, a massive apocalyptic mural.
4 panels of giant-sized wall murals in the baggage claim area tell a terrifying and prophetic story in pictures of how humanity's future is going to unfold. The first mural reveals a horrific Darth Vader-like figure wearing a Nazi general uniform and a gas mask. The gas mask indicates that the next war will use depopulating biological or chemical agents. The white dove that he is killing symbolizes peace. On the right are destroyed buildings reminiscent of the Twin Towers. The Nazi general's scimitar's sword has been swished through the air, leaving behind a rainbow chemtrail that poisons the air and ethnic population below it. On the left is an endless line of weeping women refugees holding dead babies. There is no trace whatsoever of violence to the dead children, who appear to have died from the deadly gas of the toxic rainbow. Why are there no men present? Presumably, they have all been killed. The Nazi general's scimitar's sword that destroys peace is a symbol used by the Shriners, who are Freemasons. Freemasonry is a fraternity within a fraternity. Outwardly, it is a friendly charitable organization that conceals an inner brotherhood of the 33rd degree elect. The next airport mural shows a forest and a city in flames. The world's endangered animals and plants are extinct: buffaloes, whales, leopards, elephants, and sea turtles. The sickly haze and leaping flames suggest a nuclear or biochemical devastation. Children are the only survivors, and they are weeping over 3 open caskets of an African girl on the left, a native girl in the center, and a white Judeo-Christian girl on the right. They represent the death of the old black, red, and white root races to make way for the new world race. The dead white girl in the coffin holds a Bible and a yellow Juden star, which was used by the Nazis to identify Jews. It symbolizes the death of Judeo-Christian beliefs. Another child holds a Mayan tablet depicting the end of the Mayan calendar and the end of the world as we know it. In the third mural, the apocalyptic war has ended. Children of all nations are joyfully giving up their nation's sovereignty to the blonde-haired, blue-eyed German boy at the center. They are all turning over their weapons wrapped in their country's national flag to the German boy. The Bavarian jacket leaves no doubt whatsoever that the blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy is German. He symbolizes the Bavarian Illuminati. With an iron fist, the German boy destroys the weapons of war symbolized by the Nazi general's sword. The German boy uses a hammer, which symbolizes the hammer and sickle of communism. In the foreground, the Nazi general is dead, with doves of peace perched on his corpse. The German boy symbolizes a world leader and savior who brings peace through communism to a devastated world. Who is this boy that the world gives up their flags and weapons to? We know he is German, with blonde hair and blue eyes, like Prince William, who posed as a boy for this Papua New Guinea stamp. Prince William's father is the son of Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth, whose surnames were changed to cover up their German identities. Prince William's mother, Diana, was allegedly the daughter of James Goldsmith, a German Jew. In the fourth mural, the earth is restored, including the endangered species, the land and water. This future world is populated not by adults, but by parentless children. What happened to the adults? The children are in a dance line that is led by the Scottish boy, who symbolizes Scottish Rite Freemasonry. Also, on the far left is an African woman carrying a snake banner. The parentless children of the world are celebrating the New World religion as they gather around and touch the light of Lucifer, who appears as a genetically engineered plant. The plant is a floral version of the colorful bird known as the Quetzalcoatl, or feathered serpent. It is symbolically inseparable from the morning star and Lucifer. The main theme of the Denver New World Airport murals is an apocalypse, with massive depopulation, extinction of species, the death of Judeo-Christian beliefs, and the birth of one world government, one world ruler, and one world religion.
These are not fancy art choices. This is truth in plain sight. They are rubbing our faces in it here. I fully believe that. And it's not crazy to say that at all. It's clear as day. They use it in their ads, their promotional materials, and it covers the whole airport. There is something going on here. And I believe the truth of the Denver International Airport is buried beneath it. I think that the Denver International Airport is the Illuminati's airport, and a huge bunker is hidden beneath it for the world's elite in the event of a coming planned apocalyptic event. Now, what do you think of the Denver International Airport? Am I just a crazy conspiracy theorist, or is something going on here? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, so let me know what you think, and thanks for watching this episode of Conspiracy Theories and Chill. All right, so that was the Denver International Airport video. That was an older one from the old channel. I found a lot of neat videos that I had forgotten about on the old channel. We're over on the sister channel, the first channel that got demonetized. And because we're on our last strike on the Shawn Yankey Show channel. But I've been looking through the old channel and the old videos, and I found a lot of different ones we hadn't seen in a while. Yeah, Lucifer. Isn't that neat? Demonic demon horse to welcome you to the airport. I mean, it fits the vibe of the airport with the demons everywhere coming out of suitcases. Gloria agrees with my theory that it's underground basis for the elite establishment. Place where they'll hide out. Rose said, I cried when I saw this mural. It reeks tyranny, but can't say bomb in an airport without being investigated by TSA. Walt Disney was not a good man. No. He wasn't. There's a lot of evidence for that. Jesse was saying ABC later was owned by the CIA, then later Disney by Capital Cities, which was CIA. They maintained part ownership. Chromosome 8. Where's it at? Here we go. Riley says the genetic sequence for the cuckoo virus is the same as chromosome 8. It's not a coincidence. Well, now I need to know about chromosome 8. What is chromosome 8? Okay. Chromosome 8 disorders. Is this what you're talking about? Chromosome 8 and the SARS-CoV PCR test. See, look what you did. Now I don't know what you mean. You got to tell me now. Yeah, and Ron, if you're still here, I hate that you're having a bad day, but you're a badass, and I know you'll pull through it, and we're here for you, and we all love you, brother. So I hope you're feeling better soon. And that tow truck driver sounds like you got off lucky. Don't need to be opening no cans of whoop ass, even if you do got plenty of bail money. Riley says that chromosome 8 is responsible for intellect and cancer. Their goal is to deplete this in the masses with a vaccination. Gloria's been in the basement at the Denver International Airport. Not down super deep, but in the basement. That's pretty neat. I want to go. I want to go there. And I will try to sneak downstairs. See what I can find. Rose says if you fly into Denver International Airport, take the red eye so that you'll see the freaky different colored lights and odd patterns. Interesting. I'm sure there's a lot of bullshit going on there too. And you're probably right. I agree with you. They're probably connected. Jesse says, I think it's possible that there have been an Illuminati meeting at a mansion in Colorado with the Rothschilds. Would not surprise me. Someone mentioned earlier that Denver is big with the occult and stuff like that. Didn't they? Something about demonic in Denver. I wanted to hear more about that. Riley says, and I get that it's Riz, but it's Riley. I know all of her secret identities. You know, she can't fool me. I should probably call her by her secret names, though, so that Zuckerbuck does not get wise. But bacterial pneumonia is on the rise, she said, because of the masks. I know I've had like an itchy throat forever because of this damn mask. I know that's what it is because I'm forced to wear one at work every day. And, you know, now they're talking about 2. I didn't want to get into it, but the CDC is now demanding that you wear 2 masks, a disposable mask and a cloth mask. It's so out of hand. It's ridiculous. But yeah, the masks are making you sick, keeping your immune system weak and lowering it. And among other things, they're for a method of control and Russ says Cheyenne Mountains isn't for NORAD or isn't far NORAD. For she might have meant far or for. I don't know which one. Rose says print out the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and leave it with your boss. You think that'd work? Lisa says she hasn't and won't. I know a lot of people like that. My buddy Adam's like that. He would quit his job. I put up with it. I don't know what that says about me. You know, I guess make your own judgments. I like my job. It fits my needs. I need a job that's very flexible and allows me to have freedom. And I'm good at it. And I hate it. I do. And I do feel bad about doing it. And not just because I don't like to comply with it, also because of what it's doing to my health. I don't like wearing it. But yeah, I don't know what to do. Riley says if the pandemic started in 2019, then how did all the governments around the world order and deliver PCR kits before in the year 2018? I don't know. That's very interesting. You see how I'm trying to stumble along your comments, though, and not say any of the triggering words that you've got in there. Got to teach you how to talk like Will. Talking code. That'll keep you out of Facebook jail, Riley. Start talking like Will. Healy says it says that you need to survive. Is that your prediction? 5 years? You know, what about the theory that we've been kicking around that what they're doing is making everyone infertile, sterilizing through the vaccine to eliminate reproduction? I know there's a bonus in this thing. I know there is. And the RNA vaccine itself, there's no way I would let you give that to me. Not for what I've read about it. There's no way. Tammy agrees with me on the sterilization. I think that's what they'll try to do. You know, I don't think people will start dropping dead. But, you know, I could be wrong. I know they want to achieve these numbers rapidly. They want to get the numbers down pretty quick. So, to me, the sterilization is a pretty patient method for what they're wanting, because they want to wipe 95% of us out. Well, Fauci and other experts have been on TV saying that it does not protect against the virus. This vaccine isn't for that. It protects against serious illness, not the Rona. Matter of fact, it gives you the Rona. Yeah, nobody here is going to be getting any jabs. I really don't think we got any jab takers in here. But man, whoever you can keep from this. There's a lady at work. I'm still working on her. Tina, if you're here, don't get that jab. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just take care of yourself. You notice how they're not trying to tell you to exercise and eat better and take vitamins and all of that. They're not doing that. They don't care about your health. That's not what it's for. That's not what they're doing. And this jab does not protect you against this virus. So not that there's any reason to be afraid of the virus anyway, I don't feel. It doesn't even stop it. They've never had a successful vaccine for this type of virus, ever. Samuel says, oh, see, I call you Samuel. I know who you are. But GD says that don't say that F word. That's a bad word. You know why I like using it? And I don't know why I always speak to these people, because they're never here. If somebody was scrolling through and they wanted to challenge what I was saying, they accept him. You got to understand, these people don't accept information unless it's stamped of approval. Well, he's got this stamp of approval, and he's perfect. The guy can't keep his shit straight. He's fantastic. Riley says she's given up on humanity. I'm sorry. She's willing to let most people just die. They're an anchor around humanity's neck. I've been working on them for almost a year now, and it's exhausting. She's wore out. She needs a rest. Joan says she's the only one at her workplace that didn't and is not going to get the jab. A lot of sheep at your job. They're talking about that. See, we never can get away from this. But they are talking about that, not being able to travel without it. They're talking about not being able to go to concerts and movies, like theaters and shit. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know, the people will say, they'll argue with you up and down. Well, they're not going to make it mandatory. They're not going to force you to get it. That's how they force you. That's how they got me wearing a damn mask. because it's that or walk out of my job. You know, they'll want you to have it to travel. They'll want you to have it to work eventually. They'll want you to have it for this or that. They didn't make you do it. Angie says, they say the flu is gone. 98%. It's down by 98%. We have devastated the flu. Whatever we did to wipe out the flu, all we got to do is do that to the Rona. Now, what did we do to wipe out the flu? Oh, yeah, we just started diagnosing everything as something else. It's weird. It's weird that people will believe that shit. You ever get blown away by what the sheep believe and buy? They'll believe that. They're like, wow, the flu's down by 98%. It's because we're wearing these masks. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, the Rona ate it. Rose says, back to Denver, please. I had a great time in Colorado, but I'm mad at myself that I didn't go to the airport while I was there. I was there. That, and I wanted to meet a friend of mine, Mike F. Brown. I wanted to go and buy weed from him. He's a bud tender in Colorado. Those two things I didn't do. So now I have to go back. I think that's why I didn't do them, because I wanted to have to go back. It's pretty there. Dude, it wiped out everything else. So it's fantastic as a deterrent for all kinds of illnesses all by itself. I don't know how. I really don't. I don't know how they're believing it. I don't know why. They want to. They want to. And then they get to feel good about themselves for shaming everyone that speaks out against it. Lolly says they're not letting people visit loved ones in nursing homes, even if all parties are vaxxed. It's not over till herd immunity. Wait, now, you can't wait. So they're already vaxxing nursing home residents. And even if your family is vaxxed, you can't come see them. But you can have a Super Bowl. None of this makes any sense. Ron says when everything else is not a concern and only one thing is the boogeyman, you know it's a crock of shit. It's surprising to me, though, how many people will get just angry if you question it at all. They got no evidence, no reason to be angry, no reason to be defensive, other than they've been told to be very afraid, and they are. Rose says Ovid is Latin for sheep herders. Tony shared something. Tony Smith shared something about it being an anagram for something else. The vaccine ID. Which is weird because they're rolling out vaccine IDs. It's kind of weird. 2 and 2 usually does add up to 4. It's nothing but ice there in Kentucky. Very similar here. We just had that, so it must have went your direction. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Marie. Well, you're doing what you have to do. You're trying. That's all you can do. Just try. You can lead a sheep to water, but you can't make them drink. I don't know. You know what? That's how woke people now sing that song. You got to do what we tell you. You're like, fuck yeah, I'll do what you tell me. Fuck yeah, I'll do what you tell me. Makes me a good person. I get to pat myself on the back. Yeah, you can't be late, Marie. Plus, you can come back to the watch party after the show because I cannot wait to see that sweet conspiracy theories and chill intro that I made for you guys. Rose said NORAD in Cheyenne Mountains near Denver International Airport. I believe they are tunneled into each other. I believe you're probably right. I think it's massive under there. Probably multi-leveled and just enormous. But there is a huge tunnel system under the United States. Highways. Hold on, wait. I didn't mean to put that up, but that was cryptic. Oh, Riley says she can't convince her mother to not take the vax. Oh, I'm glad to hear that they let him have a waiver. Lisa says herd immunity and natural selection. I don't know. I got sad. Why did I get sad? Why did I do that? I let myself get bummed out. I hate this. I hate living in this conspiracy theory. It's not fun. But thanks for watching, guys, and hanging out. And come back tomorrow night for rant night. We're going to vent some frustrations. We'll get some of this Rona and masks and all that out of our system tomorrow night. And then come back Friday night for Nick Reader. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.